Hey, you! Are you a hard-working farmer? Let machines do that for you. Are you a hard-working coal miner, truck driver, or coffee shop employee? Let machines do that for you.
Well, actually...
Tastes like progress.
But aren't there any good jobs left for hardworking families like us?
You'll never need to work again. Machines have provided unlimited free energy, unlimited fast, clean transportation, unlimited free nutritious food. You're completely free to do whatever you want. A marvelous modern utopia.
But we want good-paying jobs.
Okay, creating jobs.
You want jobs? You will have jobs. They will be the best jobs. Huge. Believe me, you have never seen so many jobs.
Where do we get these jobs?
Just show up on Monday. The machines have created enough jobs for every single person on the planet and the whole family to enjoy.
I have a PhD in medieval French literature.
Even the most useless skills can be put to work in the new office building visible from space. Congratulations, all 7 billion humans on the planet. You're hired.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to 7 billion humans. It is by Tomorrow Corporation, and that may ring a bell. The visuals, if the name of the company hasn't rung a bell, the visuals certainly will. I played a game many moons ago called Human Resource Machine. They are the makers of Human Resource Machine, and this is sort of the, I guess, sequel to Human Resource Machine, called 7 Billion Humans. I had no idea this was even a thing, to be honest with you. It was, I literally just happened to see it on a search. I didn't even know that they were coming up with a second, coming of this game. So, very, very interested indeed on playing it. It is a programming puzzle game, and I like the way that they did it for Human Resource Machine. And so far I've played a little bit of this off camera, and I like what they're doing here as well. It's much the same thing, but with a little bit of a twist here and there. It's currently fully released out on Steam. It's been out actually for over a week here, and I didn't know anything about it. And it's currently $15 US. The one thing I will say, and Tomorrow Corporation seems to have a real problem with this, there is no volume sliders in the options menu. They didn't have them in Human Resource Machine either. So I've had to actually, if you're a headphone user, I apologize profusely. I've had to actually take my headphones off and put them in the desk drawer because it's so loud it was coming through the microphone. That's how loud this game is. I don't know what they have against volume sliders, but this is the second game that they've done this in, and it's, I don't know. I don't understand it myself. But anyway, enough early bitching from me. Let's go and welcome new employees. You're late. Everyone is already here. They're just standing, blinking, waiting for your instructions. This isn't about just you anymore. You're the boss of all these workers. They will do whatever you say. So let's see how fit this workforce is. Please just have everyone pick up their individual green data cube and drop it again. Let's see those little arms put to good use. Yes, there's nothing like an early success to inspire confidence. So just like Human Resource Machine, they've got this sort of flowcharty thing that you do. Drag commands in here, and it's very visual, so it's very nice indeed. So we will do what we do best, and we will step, and we'll go down, and we will pick up, and then we will drop, as they said. And there you go. Yes, stunning work, everyone. These workers are clearly experts at picking up and putting stuff down again. Right, next one. Transport Squad. Hey, you guys up there. That line of data cubes is too far away to read. Please tell the workers to move the entire line of data cubes down by 2 tiles. Set it right there between a nice potted plant so we can see it a little easier. These glasses aren't just for looking handsome, you know. Okay. So we will step 1 down. We will pick up. And then we will do step twice. And do. And then drop. And then play. That's more like it. Like icons on a desktop, deliberate positioning is everything. Alright, next time we go. Long distance delivery. I just read a book on mindfulness meditation. So important. I'll let you borrow it later. I would like to completely clear my mind, and also the room. All data cubes and workers must be cleared away so I can concentrate. Workers, please pick up the data cube next to you, and just keep walking until you exit the room through one of those convenient holes over on the right side. What's at the bottom of those infinite holes? Yes, that is a very good question to think about while meditating. You've got a new command! Jump! No, your workers will not actually jump up into the air. This is not one of those games. Here, this will tell you all about it. Alright, and then you can drag commands here and it'll actually give you a help tip here. So jump to a new location within your program. You can jump backward to create loops, or jump forward to skip entire sections. The possibilities are endless. So one of the things I do like about the human resource machine and now this game is that they don't fuddle around too long. They actually give you commands very early on that are very powerful, and they do a very good job of introducing them. So we are going to, first of all, we're going to step to the right one. We are going to pick up our thing. And then we're going to do a step to the right, but then we're going to wrap a jump around it so that they continually do that. And onward. Get them little legs rolling. I am an ocean. I am an autumn forest. I am a sunset. I am hungry. Anyone want to get lunch? Anyone? Alright. Onwards we go. An important decision. Let's all ask ourselves a little question. Would you prefer an instant shrieking, splattering doom, or going to a really fun office birthday party? Well, now you have a new command to help you decide. Everybody, let's all take a look to our left and to our right. On one side, you have a nice data cube illuminating the way toward the office party. On the other side, you have Eternal Doom. Use your new if command to locate which side has a data cube, and continue walking in that direction until you fall into a nice safe hole that will take you to the office party. Choose wisely. I'll see you there. Alright, and so immediately we got conditionals now, so you can see run certain commands. It's actually an if-else, which is awesome, as we'll see in a moment here. So first things first, we're going to say if, and we're going to say, we're going to look to the right, and we're going to say equals, and data cube. So if there's a data cube to our right, then step to the right, pick it up, and then we'll do another step to the right, but we'll wrap it in a jump so it goes in a loop, and there you go. Alright, and then like I said, there's an else here, so if I grab this step and I go down here, we can see there's an else. Look to the left. I'm sorry, step to the left. If it's not to the right, then it's to our left. So step to the left, pick up the data cube, and then do the continual step to the left with a jump around it. And there we go. And onwards. There, everybody made it. Yes, congratulations. This was truly a feat of engineering. I'm not feeling like attending the party, but you guys have fun. Okay, continue. A little Exterminator 1. I'm learning programming. In fact, I already solved this assignment for you. Well, sort of. The worker is supposed to go pick up that cube down below, without falling in the holes. But something's wrong, so I'll allow you to fix it for me. Let's watch what happens together. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Before you add the program, use this button to step through one line at a time. Yeah, that's fine. I can see. I don't need that. The worker's supposed to go pick up the cube, fix it. You'll only need to change or add only one single command, but you're welcome to change more if you like. Okay, so he's got all the steps there. He's got a loop where he's checking to see if to the right there is nothing. Then keep on going. Which is not correct. It really should be if to the right there is, you know, I don't want to step through it. Go away. I know how that works. Just go away. If to the right there is, let me see. So we really want to say if to the right there is something, then keep going. Does that work though? I guess something, because I'm hoping that means that they'll see the floor there, right? I guess we'll find out. Let's step forward and see. No, okay, so I see what's going on there. Alright, so if there is, let's think. Really it should be, so nothing. We really want to change this to down, right? Look down. If down equals nothing, then keep moving to the right. No, we don't really want to do that either, right? Well, yeah, no, that would probably work. Let's see. Let's step through it and make sure that would work. No, okay. Oh, it's not nothing, it's a hole, right? So I guess nothing means the floor. Okay, and then, alright, I got it. Yep, there it is. Okay. So, collation station. This place is a mess. The engineers left data all over the floor. Those people have no appreciation for style or art. Okay, let's pick up all the data cubes and organize them into a nice line along the bottom row. Right between those useful arrows. But watch out for that infinite hole. What? How can you know where data cubes are? Or where infinite holes are? Well, it says here, remember your if command will illuminate the world around you. People say the world around me is a haze of confusion. Alright, so what we want to do is, so right before the hole is where we want to drop those things. So what I want to do is I want to say, so is this just a label? It's just an image, okay. Oh, that's comments. Use them to organize your programs or draw pictures of cats. Cool. Alright, so first of all, in a loop we want these guys to be walking down, so we can at least do that and get that on the board. So we'll do that and do that. Okay, so I'll have them walking down. In the midst of this loop though, we want to check to see if there is a data cube. If we're standing on a data cube, right? Which I think you could do, right? So if I say, if you're standing on a data cube, then pick it up right there. Oh, you can pick up all around you. I didn't even realize that. I didn't see that that was there. Huh. Or maybe they just added that where you can pick up all around you. Whatever. So you pick that up, and then you'll just keep on walking and walking. If there is, so then we'll do another if here, not an else, just an if. No, I don't want an else if, I want an if. If there is, if the cube just below, if the space just below us is a hole, then drop what you've got and we need to jump out of this loop here. So there we go. That should work, right? I mean, it looks like it might. Let's try it and see what happens. Whoa! Now we're living dangerously. Really, on the edge. Haha. Okay, that worked. I wonder though, you used to have a... I wonder if they removed it. There used to be a thing where it would tell you how efficient your stuff is, but maybe that's not, maybe they introduced that later on here. Because I'd like to know if I did that efficiently or not. But anyway, intro to morale officer.
Congratulations, you're doing great.
I cannot believe how great you're doing.
As your employee morale officers,
we are here to offer occasional tips on how to keep your workers feeling delighted.
For example,
come on up, Jeff.
We find that workers appreciate an occasional confirmation of a job well done.
You might say, congratulations, you're doing great.
Followed by a gentle but firm pat on the rear.
That a boy, Jeff.
When I was his age, I was a refrigerator.
Good work, everyone.
You know how many salads wilted inside me?
With enough teamwork and engineering, even a kitchen appliance can become a mid-level office manager.
We're not just building data solutions.
We're building a family.
Alright, well, as I stated earlier, I don't have my headphones on, so I assume that that was probably cute and or possibly funny. So, moving on to dynamic angles. Whoa, that was a good cup of coffee. Who wants to do something crazy? See that nice, steady, straight, horizontal line of data cubes? Let's be wild and turn it into a diagonal line. Aha, this is really good. Leave that first data cube where it is, and make that line descend like a staircase. Haha! Data displayed at a 45-degree angle. Who ever heard of such a thing? Make a diagonal line with the data cubes. Data cube with no worker above it must remain where it is. From this point on, we will provide optional size... Oh, here we go. Optional size and speed challenges. That's what I was looking for. You can always ask the boss for more information. They are often very difficult, so let's not stress out too much about them. Oh, well, you know me. I'm going to stress out about them a lot. Alright, so... we want to do it in such a way that it will be on an angle, which is going to be interesting, because really it's got to be the number of steps you go. See, honestly, I'd want to do it as a loop, but the number of steps you go is going to change, so I can't necessarily do it as a loop unless I... oh wait, no. I can in fact, because of the way you look at the if. Okay, wait a minute. So let's do... so first of all, they all got to step down one anyway. So step down. And in fact, they're going to keep stepping down, so let's just put that in a loop for now. We're going to say if you are standing on a data cube, then pick up the data cube and yeah, pick up the data cube. Alright, and then we'll keep on stepping, and then we'll say if this will be outside the other else and all that stuff. If the space diagonally to your top there has a data cube, then drop your data cube and remove yourself from the loop because you're done. So I believe that will work. Let's see. No. I wonder why. Oh, you know what? This jump didn't go inside. That's why. The jump didn't go inside the conditional. It was outside the loop. Let's try that again. There you go. You did it. Oh no. What have we done? Use 5 or fewer commands. Your current solution uses 7 commands. Complete in 6 or fewer seconds. Average over 25 random tests. Your solution completes in 8 seconds on average. I use 7 commands. Okay. So how do I optimize this? Let's think. Well, I have the 2 conditionals, which is... I mean, that's something. I guess... this jump down here... The thing is, there's nothing that says they can't continue walking. It's just that... I mean, I guess they could continue walking and I don't need that jump at all, so we could remove that altogether. We'll just keep walking forward and we'll still get the solution. Let's see what that does. There we go. Six commands. And still 8 seconds. The target is 6 seconds. Huh. I removed one command, obviously. I wonder. Well, I guess I could put that step as the else. That would reduce the time because then people wouldn't keep walking forward, right? So if you have a data cube, pick it up. Else. Well, no. Yeah, well, I could put... yeah, I could put this step... but I need that to get them moving forward, right? Well, no, I don't. No, I don't. I could put that as the else here, right? And that would probably still work. They wouldn't keep on walking forward. They will keep picking up and dropping things, though. No, okay, that's not working. That's not working because she keeps picking up and dropping things. Well, if I move this if down into the else, that would work. I mean, if I move that down here, I don't know if that's making things better or worse, honestly. Let's see. Let's see what that does. Now it's 9 seconds on average. I made it worse. I made it worse. All right. Well, we'll have to figure other things out later. But anyway, that's an interesting one. Let's just go do our thing here and move on to the next one. All right, and next. All right, injection sites or emergency escapades. Let's do emergency escapades right now. I just received a fax. You are experiencing impressive, stunning fanfare. Oh, that's nice. Oops, I meant imminent structural failure, as it appears this room is collapsing and we have to exit immediately. Oh no. Okay, let's keep reading. One of the holes in this room here has a nice fluffy exit chute below it, and you will be carried to safety in the strong, handsome arms of our rescue squad. Who wrote this? All other holes lead to painful, splattering doom. Find your way, just follow the instructions over there. Alright, if the cube you're on says 1, step up. If it says 2, step right. If it says 3, step down. If it says 4, step left. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not too terrible, he says. Problem is all these guys are standing over here. No, I guess that'll work, because these are all 1s, right? So we gotta... If the tile you're on equals 1, then step up. Else, if the tile you're on equals, what was it, 2, step right. I'm going to try to optimize this a little bit. I'm going to say 4 first. 4 was step left. So then step left. And then they get 3s, right? Do I want to nest all these? I guess I want to nest all these. I don't particularly want to nest all these, but I guess I need to if I want to make this as optimal as possible. So, else if tile you're standing on equals 3, and then you want to step down. Else if the tile you're standing on is 2, then you want to step to the right. I would never so deeply nest something like this in real life, but I'm trying to game the system here a little bit. And then we just need a loop, right? So we evaluate all that in a loop. We do need another else. So the other else would be down here. If it's none of those, then step to the left. And then we'll put a jump all the way down the bottom and have it loop me all the way up to the top. Okay, let's see what happens. We're getting closer. So far, so good. Let's speed this thing up. Got ourselves a conga line. There they go. All the way around the grid. Got all of them, it looks like. Good work, everyone. Okay, now it's my turn. Help? I don't know how to program. I'm just a manager. Rescue squad? 9 or fewer commands. I use 14 commands. Complete in 25 or fewer seconds, average over 25 random tests. Your solution completes in 155 seconds on average. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Is there a... Oof, I say. I mean, the only thing you could do... I even optimized it so that it would follow the right things that they would encounter first, too. And it's still not fantastic. Yeah, how would you make this? Because you have to step in the different directions based on what was there. And you have to do the conditionals. I wonder, does this have like an additional thing? Oh, it does. And. It's got and or. I was going to say, you probably have a compound if, right? Would that make any difference, though? Because we're moving different directions regardless of where we're at. And I don't want to have to... The reason I threw all these in the else's is because I don't want to have to evaluate... If I evaluate all these things, it's going to be even all these conditions is going to be even slower, in theory. Although it looked like it evaluated them anyway, unless I'm just completely off base there. So, I wonder... We would move to the left regardless. I'm wondering if that's a... Huh. I'm trying to think of what else I could do here that would make some sort of sense. Like, obviously I could say if there's anything underneath you at all, then start doing your evaluations. But I wonder if... Yeah, see, it just says what direction to go in. I'm trying to see if there's like a numerical way that you could do this. Like if it was... No, I guess... Yeah, because in the worst case scenario, you're actually starting out on the worst case scenario, which is it's got to go down and evaluate all these if-else's to get down to this to move, which is probably causing a lot of the early time problems. But I'm wondering though, like they wanted in, I did it in 14 commands and they wanted it in, what was it, like 6 commands or something like that? I don't know where the button is that tells you what they wanted it in, but that's a bit crazy. I feel like here's the thing that always kind of I always wonder when I'm in a situation like this in one of these games. I always wonder if later on they introduce more commands and then you're really meant to come back to this later with different commands in order to optimize this thing. Because it's not... I mean, I could always do a look ahead too, but that doesn't seem like that would be a very safe thing to do. Or I could forego the path altogether and just say, just have a like a forward bias there, like have it biased towards the left, like have them all trying to move to the left as much as they can, or then move up if they can't move left. Yeah, that's still not going to work. Yeah, because it's the hole that they got to go in is like right and dead in the center there. Oh, you know what? I might not even need to evaluate the numbers, right? Like, they have you assuming that you have to evaluate all these numbers here, but the reality of the situation is they've got the path just laid out there, so really I could just generify this whole thing. Like, let's leave this the way it is. Let's come over here and let's just say, let's put our jump in and let's put our say if we're standing on a data cube, right, then I can just say, so if we're standing on a data cube, there's another one that's either going to be above or to the left, to below, or to the right of us, right? So is that going to make things easier or not? Let's just see. Let's try it out and see what happens. If we're standing on a data cube, and actually I don't need. Well, no. This will make it easier to visualize anyway. If we're standing on a data cube, and the space above us has a data cube, then step towards that space. Is this really making it any easier? I don't think this is actually saving me anything now. What does direction? That just... Let me think. So if we're standing on a data cube, then yeah, let me remove this altogether. If we're standing on a data cube and the direction above us has a data cube, then step up. Else, if see, then I have to reevaluate we're standing on a data cube again. That's not really what I want. Not really what I want at all. Let's get rid of that for a second. Let's do if we're standing on a data cube. Then in here, say if spot above us has a data cube, and step up. Else if the spot to the left of us has a data cube, and then step to the left. See, I wish you could like store that conditional somewhere, but I guess it's not, because then you could just have one step command, you know, like step towards a data cube, that kind of thing. Else if to the right of us has a data cube, step to the right, and then else if below us has a data cube, and step down. Otherwise, step left, which is pretty much the same thing I already had, right? I mean, this is not, I don't think this is actually helping matters. Oh, and it's actually stuck. I think it's stuck. I'm curious how that got stuck here. Let's see. Nothing above us. Nothing to the right. Oh, there is one to the right. So she's just gonna. I see what's happening. They're just gonna step back Back and forth. Okay, so that doesn't work. That's why they needed the numbers in there. Because otherwise that would never work. Okay. Okay. I get it. So let's just come on. Let me reset the damn thing. Why would they make this do this? This is so stupid. That's so stupid that they have, like, the reset button doesn't stay on the screen like that. Whatever. Let's move forward with what we have done already. Alright, so ran through all the tests again. Let's just continue. And let's look at injection sites 1. Important data cubes from management. I put them down there on the floor in those horizontal lines. Most of them anyway. I kind of zoned out. Would you guys fill in the missing data in each line? Just put those data cubes wherever they fit. Order doesn't matter. I think there should be one empty slot below each of you. As long as those horizontal lines appear complete, I'm sure no one will complain. Fill the data gaps in each row. Order does not matter. Click that little button on the right side of if commands you want to test multiple things or directions. Yeah, okay. So like compound ifs they want. So we need this. We need this. No, step. We need that. Step down. We need an if you are standing on a data cube, and I want you to pick it up. Then keep walking. Then we'll say up here. If you have, how do I say if the worker is holding the data cube? Is there a way to say you're holding a data cube? I don't think there is. Get rid of that for a second. I guess I would have to say the else in here. Well, I have to do it inside the pickup, right? Which would make sense because it would only then run when they actually have something in their hands. So it would have to be if, let's get up in here, if the spot to the left, right, they all have a spot to the left, has a data cube, and yeah, they all have a spot to the left, right? Data cube. Yeah, I think so. And the current spot does not have a data cube. And then drop. Right? And actually, the data cube, you know, we got to keep evaluating the if, but I could put the step in the else, right? Which means we're going to do an extra, well, that would just make, that would make it so we have an extra step though. Let's try this one first. Okay, no. Like, how do you say you're, you know, if you're already holding something? What I can do is have multiple loops, right? So I could say maybe that's really what they're trying to push, is that you have multiple loops. So like this one, we move down here. Right, and this one's just outside that. So we step, we check, we pick it up, keep stepping. Otherwise, we jump down here. Which we can still keep stepping. Keep stepping down. And then check this. Well, actually I can put this in the else here. So if the one next to us has a data cube and one we're currently on does not have a data cube, and then drop, I'll step. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. That, wait, what did I mess up here? Oh, I jumped. Oops, I jumped too far. I jumped to there. I need another jump down here. That's what it is. There we go. Well, that did it, but was it even optimal? Used 11 commands. And that was 10 seconds average. Let's look at this again. Let's see. Is there like a way that I could say else break out of the loop other than to jump? But I guess there isn't. What I could do is shortcut some of these commands by having this jump down to jump down to here. And that would reduce some of the commands that it's having to run, but not many. I mean, not reduce the commands. I still have the same number of commands, but it'll reduce the time a little bit, right? Nope, still 10 seconds. still 10 seconds. That's fun. 11 commands. So 5 commands. Use 5 or fewer commands. I am at a bit of a loss there because it would have to be. Well, I mean, I do have the extra step here. So to use 5 or fewer commands would have to be like jumping to an else statement that just does the step, which is kind of crazy balls. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing so great. I'm really not doing so great here. It's one of those things where the size challenge and stuff is just really crazy. Really crazy how the sizes that they want on these things. Let's do injection sites 2, since we're on that branch right now. Oops. Okay, let's not panic. It happened again. Management sent some very important data cubes, and I put most of them down there on the floor. I think I missed a few spots. I mean, you're not the most attentive listener either. Nodding along, hoping I'll stop talking soon. I know. This is our life together now. So, just grab all those data cubes over there and fill in those horizontal lines however you like. I didn't organize them for you this time. I'm sure you can figure out how to identify where they go. Oh. Okay. So, we're not lined up with the gaps now. Well, ain't that interesting? Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empties. Okay, so they definitely are used on every line. Huh. Well, this is going to be a weird one, isn't it? Because there's no one up here. Like, I was thinking about, like, if I have them go down and just check if there's an empty one to the left or to the right and just pick one, but there's no one close enough to this one to determine that. Right, so... Can I change the values on these? No. Huh. Huh. So the only way I can think to do it is they would have to march once they get down to it, once they're standing on a data cube after the first data cube, they have to march to the right, then march down again, and march to the left until they find. They have to go right to. Okay. I think I'm having a plan here. I think I'm hatching a plan, but it's gonna be a weird one. Basically, I'd have to make them walk from left to right and then right to left. Well, left to right, move down one, right to left, move down one, left to right, until they find an empty spot to put a thing in. Okay, so it's kind of like, it's like almost like a marching cubes thing, sort of. Okay, so let's think this through. We need a loop. We know we need a loop. We need to move to the right. Everybody needs to take a step to the right. Then, if the space to the right is a wall, then step down. So now I wish I had variables, because now this is where we really need variables in the game, and I don't have any variables. Step down. Then step down, and we gotta jump out of that. So this here is I got marching. All right, let's clear this. This is marching to the right, basically. And then this down here would be marching to the left. So we'll do the same thing here, but we'll have them sort of reverse. We'll say if there's a wall to the left, then step down. Otherwise, up here we'll step to the left. Okay. Okay. We also need to jump between the two. So we gotta say, if we have hit a wall and we've stepped down, then we need to jump down to this loop here. And similarly down here, if we go down from going left, we need to jump back up to Ooh, that's not the right thing. What's going on here? I need to jump back up to there. Okay. So that gets the marching left to right. Now we have to short circuit things by saying if there is a... How do I know if they're holding something? Well, they're all zeros, right? So I could say if... we need to put this somewhere. Let's put it up here. I don't need to evaluate it right away, though. Well, we know there's none of them. I shouldn't say that. Let's just put it here. If you're standing on a 0, then pick it up. Then I could say otherwise. Yeah, if you're standing on 0, pick it up. If there's... We need a compound if for the other thing. Let's think. They're all... So they'll march to the right, go down, they'll march to the left, go down, they'll march to the right, go down, and left, down, right, down, left, down, right, down, left, down, right, down, left. So at every moment they'll be looking, we can look to the left and see if there's a gap. If they're standing on something, if they're standing on a greater than 0 data cube, they can look to the left, and if there is a empty spot, then drop their current data cube onto the empty spot, basically. Okay. So, we need to... So, where would that be? So, here's... They're picking up. I need another one. Wait, which... Going to the right, and then they're going to the left. So, honestly, I know just by the way this is laid out that this is only going to be hit when they're moving to the left. So, let's move this down here. Okay, let's use what we know about the data set, and I also know when they're moving to the left is when we need to do this extra check. So I can say down here, so if it's equal to 0, pick it up. Otherwise... Yeah. No, we can just... Do I have to... I don't have to put it as an else, though. I can put it as an else. It doesn't have to be an else. But I'll do it anyway. Else if... they're standing on... something greater than 0. And... the tile to the left of them... is nothing, then drop it. Oh, I can't drop to the left of me, I can only drop below me. Oh. Okay. So I have to reverse this if then. I'm gonna say, let's get rid of that. They're standing on nothing. And this work if I look to the left, yeah, there's always one to the left. And to the left of them has a number greater than 0. Then drop. Alright, this looks like crazy pants. It looks like crap, honestly, but let's step through it and see if this makes any sense. Alright, we're up in this loop here. This guy. Let's look at that guy. He's already ahead of the pack. Already holding something, he says. That's fine. That's fine. Just keep evaluating. Go a little bit faster. A little bit faster, everybody. A little bit faster. Pick up the pace a little bit. Oh, this guy's off to the races now. I got it. You're already holding stuff, I know. But I don't have a way of telling him that if they're holding stuff, they don't need to do that check as far as I know. So he should now drop that 0. Okay, I think this is going to work. I do believe this is going to work, friends. Let's speed it up and see what happens. And bang! There we go. I used 15 commands and my solution completes in 181 seconds on average. Wow, my solution is actually all over the place. There must be some kind of lag built into the simulation system because it's all over. It's like sometimes I'm on target, sometimes I'm well over it. That's really that's strange. What is it? It's gotta be the way the evaluations work. You might have noticed one or more of your solutions failed to complete successfully during the random tests. Yes, a red bar in the speed test indicates a failed run of your program. Here I try to reproduce the conditions where your solution failed. Try running your program again right now and pay close attention. Really? Oh, so it actually failed to do things. Why did it fail in the simulation? So that's what the red bars were. It didn't actually succeed. So that's why my average was up so high. That explained it. So why would it... Oh, because they put different numbers in it. Well, of course. I mean, you didn't say anything about having a random data set. Well, of course it failed. Because I had the greater than 0 here. It made no mention that the data set was going to change between each random run. That's explaining everything now. Okay, well then I can't rely on it being 0 then. I have to, or being greater than 0, I have to rely on it being just a data cube, right? So we just say equals a data cube. And then this should then run in normal time then, right? You're not giving me information I need to know, game. You're assuming you're making assumptions about what I know about your engine and don't know about your engine. Oh no, that guy picked it up again. Oh, that's going to be a thing. Somehow he picked up another... So now I change that to a data cube. It's like, oh no, I'm going to pick up this other thing now. Oh, Oh, they're picking up the 0 because... Oh, right, because it's still... God damn it. God damn it. Because this here is also... It's looking for a 0, and he's picking up the 0 as he walks over this way, and... Jesus Christ. If this game doesn't make you curse, nothing will. So I can't even rely on it being 0, really? That's just... Can I... If I can't rely on it being a number, then can't I... Isn't there like a condition that's like, hey, you're holding something? Like... There's direction, there's something. See, that bothers me a bunch. Because it's like no one thought of this. And I expect better. It's just, you know... So I can't rely on it. Because you would think they would have a condition here that's like, you are holding something, so don't do anything. Like can I say, like, shouldn't it, if you're holding something... But I guess, in this case, they still wouldn't be holding something, right? They're going to pick it up anyway because they're not holding something. What I would have to do is... I have to stop them from marching forward. That's what it comes down to. So they have to stop. So if they... Alright, well, okay, so I have to stop them from marching forward. So then when a guy drops something, right, then we just jump out of all this whole nonsense and they just don't go anywhere. Right? As soon as they drop something, they just stop. So that should work then in all the cases. Or not. Why is that not? If you're standing on 0, pick up, else I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why would that condition... Why would they suddenly stop moving there? If you're standing on 0, pick it up. Otherwise, if you're standing on nothing, and there's data queue, because of the freaking nothing, right? But the zeros are not near the gaps, right? So I could change this back to greater than 0, I think. Let's try this. I think I could turn that back that way, and it'll work this time. Yeah, okay. So it worked that time. But there's still a bunch of solutions that it doesn't work on because they put zeros next to the gaps, probably. But my speed is... Like, it looks like my speed is near 55. Not right on it. So how would I... if you're standing on nothing... It's really it's gotta be... If you're standing on a cube... Yeah, I know. Go away. If you're standing on a cube... On a data cube... And the one next to you... See, I wish they had a drop next to you. But I guess, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. Let's just do it. Let's just do it the way that they obviously want me to do it. If you're standing on a data cube and the one next to you, space next to you has nothing, then drop, or I'm sorry, then, whoops, then step to the left and drop, and then jump out of there. That's really, really, really what they want you to do. Which is still, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I just want to see this thing be green through all 25 simulations. Alright. Now we got 17 commands. Oh, come on. There's still things that... screw it. Screw it. I care not for your simulations. Let's do one more. Unzip. Let's unzip this line of data. Move the leftmost data cube up, then move the next cube in a line down. Next one up, next one down. You know, like unzipping a zipper. Here, I've already started this solution for you. You're welcome. Okay, pick up. If the left one equals a wall, then step up and drop. Else... Okay. So, if the left one is if the leftmost tile, if you're standing next to a wall on the left, then you step up and you drop. Otherwise, you... Well, that's not even gonna work. That's not even going to work. It really... So wait, this one goes up, this one goes down. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then down. So really, honestly, probably do it from the right to the left. You would think, right? So if you're on the right, then step down. If there's a wall on your right, then step down. And drop. I guess it doesn't matter which way you do it. I guess it doesn't really matter. Because you're really just evaluating the diagonal at that point. Because you would say, alright, like down here in the else, you would say if this tile equals a data cube, then step down and drop, right? Else if this tile has a data cube, then step up and drop, and then this one is what you evaluate in a loop, and then when you drop, just get out of that loop. Basically what I think what it's boiling down to. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And my average was 18 seconds, so you know, it is what it is. Intro to shredding. Shred lines, little exterminator. So there's a lot of stuff here, and then there's a lot of blue things for phase 2. in Phase 3. It looks like it's nice and hard. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of levels you can go through, which was similar to their first game too as well. I like what they're doing. I being a programmer, the limitations kind of piss me off, but it's for someone who isn't a programmer, it would this would be a good way of kind of visualizing how to do it and how logic works and all that stuff. So I really like it. They're 2 for 2 on the programming puzzle games that are really good learning tools for beginners and stuff, and good puzzle games in their own right. I mean, I would say right now, as far as programming puzzle games go, I'd say they're on par, if not maybe even slightly ahead of Zachtronics in that regard. Maybe not slightly ahead. We'll say they're on par at least with Zachtronics, and that's a good company to be keeping, I would say. So this, my friends, has been. Go back here. This, my friends, has been 7 Billion Humans. It is by Tomorrow Corporation, and it is fully released out on Steam. Currently $15 US. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.